Welcome to the Leadership Spark podcast, where we equip you to be the great leader your people deserve. This is Corey, and today I want to share with you 2 questions that you can ask as you end a quarter and you begin a new quarter. And for us, we're ending a quarter right now, and we're entering into a new quarter. And I think when you go between quarters, it's a great opportunity to pause and ask yourself 2 questions. And I think if you will build this into the rhythm of your management system as a leader, that every quarter you are doing this personally and individually, and you're doing it with the people around you, your team, I think you will start to see the incremental impacts of this when it comes to alignment, priority, focus, results that you see individually for yourself and your team. And those 2 questions are pretty straightforward and they're easy. And they're this: what worked and what didn't work? If you sit down and you say, okay, in the last quarter, over the last 90 days, what worked? I had commitments, I had goals, I had a focus, I did all this work. What worked? And I'm going to write it down. What didn't work? And I'm going to write it down. And I'm going to spend time, concerted, focused time on asking and answering those 2 questions, because what that allows me to do whenever I do it, and I actually just went through this, is it gives me clarity. It gives me insights. It helps me narrow down the learnings that when you're in the trenches and you're doing the work throughout the quarter, if you don't take a step back and think about, you could miss, and you could just keep doing the things that are not working, and you could not be doing as much the things that are working and capitalizing on that. And so stepping away and asking and answering these 2 questions allow you to not just learn from the past, but it gives you insights to be able to define focus for the next 90 days. And you can say, hey, based on what I learned, based on my insights, these are places where we need to pivot and stop doing something. Or this is a place where we need to start doing something. Or, hey, this is working. We need to continue to do this in the next 90 days because it's delivering a result that we want. And I think if you build the habit as a leader of asking 2 very, very simple questions. Now, it's not as simple for you to take time away, carve out time and focus and really sit there and dig deep in answering those questions of what worked and what didn't work. But they're very simple to ask. And if you do that, I think you will see the compounding effect of it on your focus, on your prioritization, on your team's alignment, and your ability to move fast and to pivot and to stop doing the things that aren't working and to keep doing the things that are. And so I want to encourage you, as we end this quarter and we enter into a new quarter, sit down and ask yourself what's working, what's not working, and then whatever insights you get from that as you go through that process and you have that conversation with your team, use those insights to drive the focus for the next 90 days and alignment and priorities.